Hello, children. How are you all doing? Good? Okay. My name is Sindhu and I'm your new science teacher. Okay. So, all of you had your lunch? Okay, great. Was it tasty? Something which your mama would have made very, very tasty food. Wow. I think most of them had tasty food. Okay, so we are going to talk about food today. It's going to be an interesting session. Many of us like to eat different kinds of food. I know most of you like all the junk food also. So we are going to talk about food and nutrition today. So my first question to all of you is that can you tell me why do you need to eat food? Okay. Fine. So you feel hungry, we feel hungry, so we eat food. Okay. We also like the food that we eat. Tasty. Okay. But what is the need to eat food? Hunger is there, taste is there. What is the need to eat food? So, we human beings need to eat food because food produces energy. I have a fruit and a vegetable basket with me, which has got a variety of fruits and vegetables. So, we need to eat food because it gives us energy, and energy is required to carry out all our day-to-day activities. When I say day-to-day activities, what are the day-to-day activities? Yes, brushing, walking, eating, laughing, helping someone. Yeah, how does it feel, thinking of all this? Let's take we will not be able to do any of this if we don't eat food. So is that okay? No, right? Yes, we need to eat and food and proper nutrition. So first let us understand why food. One is energy, it helps us on day-to-day activity. Then what? It helps our body to grow. We have to grow, right? We start when we are a child and then we go into teenager and then adulthood and then old age. So our body is growing. When our body is growing, it's not just our height which is growing. Everything grows along with it. Our teeth, our skin, everything is required for our body to grow. So body has to grow. Then what? It has to be healthy. We have to remain healthy. We need to have a good eyesight. We need to breathe well. We should be able to do our day-to-day activities. So it requires food, not only the energy but a healthy life. Means healthy body it requires, right? You need a healthy body. And what? You should be protected by diseases. Any kind of virus infection, any kind of pandemic, what is going on nowadays, those kinds of things need a body to be protected. So we require food to produce energy, to make sure that we have a healthy body and skin. It should be food is required for the growth of our body, and finally it needs to protect us from all the um protect us from various things like uh, the diseases which come, virus and all that. So our body needs to be protected for that. Okay, fine. So how does it happen? I have this mango in my fruit basket. I like mangoes. So, and because I like mangoes, I eat so much. I eat so much of mangoes that whole day I sit and eat only mango. And I just love it. So whenever I'm hungry or whenever I'm not hungry, I'll say, I'll go cut a mango and eat, cut a mango and eat. So the whole day I eat only mangoes. Is it sufficient for my body to grow? Because I'm eating and I'm eating food. It gives me energy. So what is the problem if I eat only mangoes whole day through? Is there a problem? Yes. The problem is mangoes will give our body a particular kind of nutrition which is caters to only some requirements of your body and not all the requirements of your body. That is why we need to have varieties of vegetables and fruits and food like the rice, grains, and all of those. So our food is categorized depending on the food type of food. It is categorized into 3 sections: carbohydrates, fats, and proteins. So our body needs the different types of food so that we have a proper proportion of carbohydrates in our body, the fats required for our body. Fats is basically having butter, ghee, cheese, milk. These all contain fats. And why do we need fats? Carbohydrates we require for the energy creation. So whatever energy we have, is produced is from carbohydrates, which are basically rice, wheat, sugar. These are all carbohydrates. And fats is, as I said, it is milk, cheese, butter. If you see the people staying in the place where it is very cold, means towards where there's a snowfall like Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, and the north of India, you see them, their food content will be a lot of ghee, butter, cheese, and all that, because they need to stay warm. The body needs to stay warm, and fats allow the body to remain warm. And then we have the protein, which helps us with the body building. So that's how different types of food categories into carbohydrates, fats, and proteins. And we need to have vitamins also in small proportions in our food. So there are different vitamins which are required in small proportion in our food, and these vitamins are categorized differently based on type of food. That is vitamin A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, K. So it's A, B, C, D, E, and K. So what do these vitamins do? So for example, vitamin A protects us from diseases. Okay, and the source of vitamins and the type of food that is there is spinach, milk, mango, carrot. These are the different types of food which has got vitamin A, and it helps us to have a healthy eyesight and a healthy skin. And vitamin B, leafy vegetables, most of you don't like. You must be getting a mom making it, you must be taking it and throwing it out. Some of you do that, like closely put it inside the dustbin. But leafy vegetables are required, my children. And soya and all those, this is required for again a healthy skin. Okay, and then vitamin C, that way vitamin D. There are different types. Vitamin D is very interesting. You get it from sunlight, and even if you have fish, and this is required for proper functioning of your having a good teeth and skin, kind of a thing. So vitamins A to K. And then we have minerals. Okay, so minerals is the type of minerals which are there again based on food is calcium, phosphorus, iron, and iodine. Calcium, phosphorus, iron, and iodine. Calcium is there in milk, eggs, ghee, vegetables, and it is for healthy bones and teeth. Phosphorus is there in milk, eggs, fish, and required for healthy bones and teeth. Iron It's there in pulses, nuts, cashew nuts, almonds that we eat, apples, spinach, and that's required to protect our body from infection. And finally, iodine is there in seafood and fish, like fish and crab, and it's required for growth of our body. Okay, so these are the minerals. So in our next class, I'll take you through in detail about vitamins and minerals, more telling you what types of vegetables have these and what is the source of this, from where do you get it, and what is the benefit of having each of this vitamin and minerals. So I'll do that in the next class. But before we close the class, we just summarize again. So we need to eat food. Food is something which gives us energy, and if we want to perform our day-to-day activities, energy is required. That's why we eat food. And the food also just not helps with the energy and able to do daily activity, but also build our body, for growing our body, keeping our body healthy and active, and making sure that our body is not is prevented from any disease. Okay, so and then there are different types of food, carbohydrates, fats, and proteins, and these are something which will give all of us understanding about what kind of food has what kind of vitamins, nutritions, and minerals. Yeah, that's the summarization of today's class. And what I would like you to do is that when you go home today or before our next class, when you're on the dinner table, your mom would have come and kept things. So if you see a lot of houses, normally the food, lunch or dinner food will be like, okay, in modern days, nowadays we just eat one or two things and that's sufficient. But if you see, earlier days, we used to have a thali, proper thali, and the thali had all types of food, and all these food used to give us the required nutrition, because it had food which contains fat and which contains protein, which contains some vitamins and things like that. Anyhow, we can still do that. So when you're at home and having your dinner or lunch or something like that, just make a note of the things that you're eating. So if you don't know, you can ask your mom, what is put inside this, because sometimes when we cook food, the form changes. For example, cauliflower or any kind of vegetable, when we cook it and we make it more into smaller pieces and all, you may not understand, but you can ask your mother about it, or your parent or whoever it is about it, and just write down the vegetable, fruits, and grains that you're eating. And once you write down, if you have access to the internet, you can search on the internet for this particular vegetable or fruit or grain or something like that, and you'll get to know what it has, how much of carbohydrates is it a carbohydrate category of food, or what kind of mineral is there. You'll get to know more about it. And yeah, I'm sure we will have the next session day after, and we'll talk more about Thingla in the next class. So do you have anything to share with me, or you have any questions? So yeah, if so there's nothing, then it's fine. Thank you all. Thank you, kids. Have a nice day. Bye.